Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the most profound stories of faith and devotion. Today, we delve into the awe-inspiring biblical account of the Ascension of Prophet Elijah, a tale of miracles, divine power, and the passing of a spiritual legacy. In the ancient lands of Israel, under a golden afternoon sun, the great prophet Elijah walked with his devoted disciple, Elisha. For years, Elijah had been a powerful voice for the Lord, performing miracles and calling the people back to true worship. His ministry was legendary, marked by unwavering faith and courageous stands against false prophets and wayward kings. As they journeyed, a sense of finality hung in the air. Elijah knew his time on earth was drawing to a close, and he was preparing Elisha for the immense responsibility that would soon be his. Elisha, sensing the weight of the moment, followed his master closely. He had witnessed firsthand the incredible power that flowed through Elijah, from calling down fire from heaven on Mount Carmel to surviving in the wilderness through God's provision. Now, as they approached the Jordan River, Elisha's heart was heavy. He couldn't bear the thought of losing his mentor, his spiritual father. He pleaded with Elijah, "As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." 3 times he made this vow, his loyalty a testament to the deep bond they shared. When they arrived at the banks of the Jordan, the river flowed before them, a natural barrier on their path. But for a man like Elijah, earthly obstacles were merely opportunities for God to display his glory. Taking off his mantle, the simple cloak that symbolized his prophetic authority, Elijah folded it and struck the water. In an astonishing display of divine power, the waters of the Jordan parted, piling up on either side to create a dry path for them to cross. Elisha watched in sheer amazement. He was walking on the dry riverbed, witnessing a miracle reminiscent of Moses and the Red Sea. This act was not just a demonstration of power. It was a clear sign that the God of Israel was with Elijah, sanctioning his every move. Once they were safely on the other side, the gravity of the moment intensified. Elijah turned to his faithful student and asked, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" This was Elijah's final gift, a chance for Elisha to ask for anything his heart desired. Elisha's response was not for wealth, power, or long life. Instead, he asked for what he valued most. "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." This was a profound request. It was the plea of a firstborn son asking for his primary inheritance, acknowledging Elijah as his spiritual father. He didn't want to be twice as great as Elijah, but to be recognized as his true successor, equipped to carry on the challenging work that lay ahead. Elijah acknowledged the difficulty of the request. "You have asked a difficult thing," he replied. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. But if not, it will not." The condition was simple, yet profound. Elisha had to remain vigilant, to witness the divine departure with his own eyes. His inheritance depended on his steadfast focus and spiritual perception. As they continued walking and talking, the sky above them suddenly transformed. The air crackled with divine energy, and out of nowhere, a whirlwind of celestial light began to swirl. Then, a breathtaking spectacle appeared. A chariot of fire, pulled by horses of fire, descended from the heavens. This was no earthly vehicle. It was a divine transport, glowing with an otherworldly brilliance, a manifestation of God's holy presence. The fiery chariot moved between the 2 prophets, separating the master from his disciple. In an instant, Elijah was caught up in the whirlwind. He didn't experience a mortal death. Instead, he was taken directly into heaven, his body and spirit ascending in this glorious, fiery display. Elisha, his eyes wide with a mixture of terror and awe, saw it all. He saw his master being lifted into the sky, disappearing into the heavens. Overwhelmed, he cried out, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel." This wasn't just a cry of grief. It was a cry of recognition. He was acknowledging Elijah as the true spiritual protector and military might of the nation, a force more powerful than any army. In his sorrow, Elisha tore his own clothes, a traditional sign of deep mourning for a beloved father. As the celestial vision faded, Elisha looked down and saw Elijah's mantle lying on the ground. It was the cloak that had parted the Jordan, the symbol of the prophetic office. The legacy had been passed on. Picking it up, Elisha felt the weight of his new calling. he walked back to the bank of the Jordan River, his heart filled with a mix of grief and resolve. Now, he faced his first test. Would a double portion of Elijah's spirit truly rest upon him? Following his master's example, Elisha took the mantle and struck the water, crying out, "Where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" The question was a plea of faith, a call upon the same God who had worked so powerfully through his master. And God answered. Once again, the waters of the Jordan parted, and Elisha crossed over on dry ground. The miracle was repeated. The 50 prophets who had been watching from a distance saw it and declared, "The spirit of Elijah is resting on Elisha." His succession was confirmed, not by human appointment, but by a clear demonstration of God's power. Elijah's ascension is a unique and powerful event in the scriptures. He is one of only 2 individuals, the other being Enoch, who were taken into heaven without experiencing death. His departure wasn't a quiet fading away, but a glorious, dramatic spectacle that served as a powerful testament to God's authority and his special favor upon his faithful servants. It showed that for those who walk with God, the end of earthly life is not a defeat, but a triumphant entry into eternal glory. The story of Elijah's ascension leaves us with a powerful message of hope and continuity. It shows that God's work never ends with a single individual. Just as the mantle was passed from Elijah to Elisha, God continues to raise up new leaders and new voices in every generation to carry his light forward. Elisha went on to perform even more miracles than Elijah, proving that the spirit he had received was indeed a double portion, empowering him for the specific mission God had prepared for him. This incredible story reminds us that faith is a journey of mentorship, legacy, and unwavering trust in God's plan. It challenges us to consider our own legacy. What mantle are we meant to pick up? How can we be faithful to the work God has called us to do, trusting that he will equip us for the journey, just as he equipped Elisha? The fiery chariot and whirlwind are not just elements of a fantastic story. They are symbols of the transcendent power of God, a power that can lift us from our ordinary circumstances into a life of divine purpose and eternal significance. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of Prophet Elijah. We hope this story has inspired you to reflect on your own faith and the legacy you are building. If you found this video meaningful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more stories that illuminate the scriptures. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which part of Elijah's story resonates with you the most? Until next time, may you walk in faith and purpose.